Fuck Fat and Spicy.
Fuck Fat and Spicy. When did that get added?
I
Did you do
don't
that,
know when
Yusuf?
that. No, I didn't see that. I was like, that caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie.
No, we added that a couple of weeks ago. Jacob thought it would be funny. Well, everybody,
Yeah.
welcome to the Fat and Spicy Show. I'm your host, Spicy, and as you see by today's title, Spicy and the Cowboy, I've got with me my producer. Wait, he's on this side. Yusuf. What's up, big man? This is the Cowboy. You see his shirt?
What's up? What's up? What's up? You guys see? My friend made it for me.
It looks good, man. So
Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
fill everybody in on what's going on. Yeah, you shut up. It's my show. Don't talk.
All right, whatever.
I'm kidding. But to fill everybody up on what's going on, Fatsy's work schedule has changed, so we are going to be doing a revamp of our schedule. I think we'll still be with you on Tuesdays, and we're looking at changing our Thursday show to another day. Just it conflicts with a lot of things. You know, you got Halloween that came up this year on Thursday, Thanksgiving. I mean, things happen. So I think we might be fixing that. Laws is on vacation. She's taking some time off. She's still part of the PNS family, so don't forget about Lozzie. But in the meantime, while Jacob and Laws are out, I'm like, you guys don't want to hear me talk all day. I mean, I know I could go. I can yap. I got jobs for days, but it's no fun just talking. So I figured, who could I bring? I got so many interesting people, but none of them were available, so I had to settle for Yusuf.
Well, to be honest, it was a.
Oh man,
So I mean, look, it's like I was like today, this spicy guy with me is like, well, I think Fat changes the schedule, so we got to do something today, So we
got to do
saved it.
something today.
We got to do something, so they will discuss and see if they can be able to change the timing and all that.
Hopefully. Now, I've got to talk to the rest of the PNS studio staff, but I think that next week we might take Tuesday and Thursday off with it being Thanksgiving. And I know people are going to be traveling and going here and there. So I'll talk to Fatsy about that and see what happens. But we got Thanksgiving coming up next Thursday. Now, I know that you are in Kuwait. You guys don't
Hmm.
celebrate Thanksgiving. That's an American holiday.
It is an American holiday. We don't really have that there. Speaking of Thanksgiving, you guys eat turkeys and all that, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gobble, 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 gobble.
Yeah. Pretty much that thing up there. I thought it was a chili pepper or something like that, but no, it's like, wait a minute, that is not a chili pepper.
No, it's a little turkey peeking out from the corner of
That's
the
a
screen. He's
turkey. Yeah,
all,
that is a turkey.
that's my impression of a turkey. So, are you familiar with the American holiday of Thanksgiving, Yusuf, with eating the turkey and all that?
Yeah, I think you guys like what? Like you guys basically have like a day where you guys make a lot of food and sit down and basically thank God for all that, or something like
We're just
this, or
thankful for things. It's not necessarily God. It's just we're
no, and
thankful for
then
what we have and we recognize our blessings.
is it only food? Is it only food though?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big meal.
Okay.
Yeah. So like this year I'm gonna make a turkey, I'm gonna make salad, mashed potatoes, probably some kind of a casserole. I'm gonna make a big ziti. I mean, it's a feast. And it's a feast of just getting full and being around your friends and family, the people that you love, and spending some time together, eating and having a fellowship and talking. And in America, well, I mean, it's the only place we have Thanksgiving, but at most of our Thanksgiving holidays, the family ends up in a fight, which is even more fun.
What?
Oh yeah, that's a big thing in America is fighting, families fighting during the Thanksgiving dinner table. Some uncle will say something, some granddaughter will say something, and it just starts a whole family fight. I've never had a fight at my Thanksgivings, but I've heard it happens a lot.
That's something I don't see every day, but okay.
So we have Thanksgiving coming up, and then we have Christmas and New Year's. Those are our big holidays. What do
Hmm.
you guys have coming up in Kuwait as far as Muslim holidays?
Well, what is this? November?
Yeah.
So look. So in November, we don't have. So for Muslims, right here in Kuwait, they celebrate two things, right? They celebrate um the Muslim,
Holidays
event. Yeah,
like
holidays
Ramadan and whatnot.
like Ramadan, Eid. We have like two Eids and one Ramadan. That's like the religion part.
Okay.
But the one that it happens here because it's not a religion part, it's part of the country. Like they celebrate like the 24 and 25 February every year here in Kuwait because they were freed from the Iraqi invasion or whatever. So they celebrate that, and sometimes they just celebrate random things, something minor, not really big events. In Christmas, in Christmas we don't celebrate that, but we have a lot of Christian people here too, so they do celebrate that. Sometimes like we see like what do you call that? We see like trees and
Christmas
decorations
tree and yeah, yeah.
and all that things and some offers and things like that in December. And of course, usually it's really eventful days when these days come. And it feels like when the weather is cold and it feels like it's about to rain and the weather is nice and people is kind and all that. That's what it feels like, especially my birthday. My birthday is 22 December. So it's extra good days for me, like it's actually pretty cool.
Okay. So that actually brings up a good question. You're Muslim, you practice your Muslim religion, but around you, you have a lot of Western influence like Christmas or Christian influence like Christmas. Do you get swept up in that? Do you guys celebrate that too? Like, will you give your mom a gift on Christmas or she'll give you something? Or do you guys not even do
No.
anything with that?
Well, for us, we're not allowed to do that, but in the same
Oh,
time, we in the same time, we don't show hate or any of this. No, we show kindness, right? Like a friend comes in, he's Christian, he says, "Hey, Merry Christmas," you know.
hmm.
I'll be like, "Yeah, man, you too," and I try to be kind with them. It's like, "You give me a gift, okay, thank you." I mean, if you give me a gift, that's a good thing. Thank you so much. I give you a gift back, but I don't celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't celebrate it. I don't start it first, at least.
Okay.
They started. You know, just
Okay.
because it's a different thing.
All right. I see. So you're a Scrooge. You're like the Grinch. You don't care about Christmas. That's fine. Everybody understands.
No, it's not that. It's
I'm
just like
just
an
teasing.
eventful day. So I like the day.
Yeah.
It's an eventful day and all that.
Right on. So when you guys are already done with all of your high holiday religious stuff until like what, March is Ramadan, I think?
It takes 1 month, and it's different every year. It depends on the moon position. And
Oh,
so basically, like, how do I say this? So there is a
okay.
different year calendar, right? You know what I
Mhm.
mean, right? There's a different year calendar. I
Yeah, for
believe
every
there's
year.
multiple. Yeah, I believe there's multiple. There's a Chinese year, there is
Oh,
an
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Arabic,
yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that. It's different. I mean, the new year for the Chinese is different. It's probably on
Yeah.
what, February or
In late
March,
January, I think, yeah.
January, something like that. Yeah, about that. Um, for us, our year is different. We don't use that year, by the way. We use the same years that everybody uses: January,
Yeah.
February, March, April, May. But it's called something else, right? And it's different than our year. And we use this year calendar to see if Ramadan is gonna be in this month or this month or this month, depending on the moon
Okay.
position and all that. And they have people who watch with the telescopes and watch the space and all that just to determine all that.
So it's not a calendar of keeping the days so that you can keep track of your life as much as it is keeping track of the moon so that you know when is the right time to celebrate your festivals or your religious
Correct.
holidays.
Yeah, yeah. They watch the moon shape and all that. Like, I mean, it's all astronomy stuff. And
That's
back in the
cool.
day, Arabs were famous of that.
Yeah, astronomy was one of you guys' strong suits. Okay, so normally on the show we talk about, just what's going on in America, pop culture and things like that. So now that I have a friend of mine who lives in another country, aka you, Mr. Yusuf, let's
Mm,
uh let's talk about American politics, man. How you feeling
absolutely.
about Donald? He's like, let's do it, man.
Let's do it. They keep saying on YouTube, somebody won by Trump, well, Trump won by one vote. And then they be like, who? And then a video of fucking Joe Biden comes in and turning around and smiling. I see this video a lot.
Yeah. So as somebody who's not living in the US, how do you feel about this show that you're seeing called America?
The show called America. Well,
I
here's
mean,
the
you got to
thing.
admit it's as entertaining as a show.
It is very entertaining and I like it. I mean, the thing is, um, people here, people here, like I think you call them the nerds or whatever, right?
I'm a
They
nerd.
like well, I'm talking about the Arabic nerds.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So I don't know, you don't know about that. So basically, they are the only people who watch American news and things like that, right? But most of the people here, the majority of the people here, they don't really care about the foreign news or any of that or who wins or who doesn't. They don't. And some of them they'll be like, well, I don't know, is it really that important? Because I was sitting one time with my friends in Egypt one time, right? And I was talking to my friend about the news in the U.S. and who's winning and who's not, and things like that. And then my other friend was like, "Dude, why do you even talk about that? Are you in the U.S.? Are you with them over there? Why you keep talking about it?" I was like, "Dude, you gotta keep yourself updated. Like, whoa, what's up with that? What's wrong with that? Something cool to talk about, experience, information, knowledge. What's up with it?
Yeah. I mean, like him or hate him, Donald Trump is kind of like the most famous person on the planet right now.
He is at the moment,
You
correct?
know? Yeah. So I mean, how can you not know about it or be involved in it to some degree, whether you like him or not?
Correct.
I don't know. So you guys go over there. I see you guys don't really. So what you're saying, you don't
But
care too much about it, but you got to at least know
but
of
Trump,
it.
but some people care though. People who care are two people: nerds and people who actually is gonna go there. The reason is
Mm,
people that is gonna care that who actually is gonna go there because they fear like some people be like, oh, Trump is gonna close immigration and we're all gonna get deported and stuff like that, and they get worried about that, which is
mhm.
I don't blame them. He might do something crazy spontaneously. Who knows? And he keeps coming on the podium and do his hands like this. I'm gonna close the
We're
border,
gonna
and
close
then
the borders. They're gonna be closed.
yeah,
We're gonna have the greatest
yeah,
people in the
things like
United States.
literally, you speak like him.
All right. So let's continue on with the topic of the government, dude. Yesterday, our own Congress had a big hearing that lasted 3 hours on UFOs and UAPs and flying saucers. Did you see any of this?
No.
No. So I guess some people are out there saying, "Hey, guess what, man? UFOs are real, and the government has them."
What did they see,
They said that they've seen flying saucer craft, that they've gotten paperwork and memos that they can't talk about flying, they're like retrieval of crafts. Uh,
dude?
they've got
That's
eyewitnesses, they all kinds of stuff.
I don't know, man. It could be another fucking Chinese balloon flying all over the place again. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you, man. So I want to before I tell you what I think about this, what do you think about it? Do you think these things are from another planet and coming to visit us and like probing our butts and killing our cows? What do you think's happening here?
I think I think the so honestly, just thinking in a logic sense way, right?
Please.
Away from the theory right now. Like let's think in logic. So
Mhm.
the Area 15 or Area 59 and 69 or whatever,
51.
right?
51.
Yeah, 51. Yeah, whatever
Area
that area
69.
is. they it's it is a military base like any other military base. They probably have confidential information inside there,
Of
things like
course.
that. Maybe weapons that we never heard about, things like that, right? And it's pretty normal for any country to have a confidential or restricted areas that they keep their
Hmm.
things in it, like any other country, right?
Hmm.
So I don't think there's UFOs inside there because honestly thinking, I think there is aliens out there, but not the aliens that make technologies and drive spaceships and stuff like that. No, I think there is aliens that being made by aliens is like creatures. Like we have animals. Animals are
You
not human.
like on some
So
planet there might be some alien pack of dogs or something,
like
wolves
basically
or plants
creatures
or
or something living there
bugs or
or
something. Yeah,
bacteria and I mean, viruses or whatever. I mean,
but not
insects,
smart.
things not like or animals even, but not aliens like building spaceship, like I don't I don't think so. There could be. Like there could be, I'm not
Cor-
saying there's not. There could be,
In the
but I
Quran,
honestly in
doesn't
the
the Quran
Quran,
talk about UFOs and people that come down from the sky?
well, not UFOs. He's talking about angels, there's demons and this and that and genies and stuff like that. But God said, that's why I'm saying I don't know. God said he created that what we know and what we don't know. He said that in the Quran. He
Right.
created things that we don't know about and things that we already know about. So maybe he created aliens and we don't know about them, right? Not yet, at least, right? So this is where the wisdom is, like yeah, maybe there is aliens, but we don't know about. We still have to
Okay.
find out, like how we found out about things right now, because nobody knew there was a black hole that sucked everything on its way like 1,000 years ago. Now we discovered
Yeah.
it. It's something cool. You know, um,
Mhm.
in the Quran, the black hole was mentioned and all that type. All these things and neutron stars and all that was mentioned. Um, it's things that we know about, things that we don't know about. You know, uh, so you know what I'm saying.
Alien ship comes
Um,
down and they land
yeah.
on your lawn and they say, Yusuf, we want you to come
Oh,
to, or come on. No, no, no. We're not going to do that.
what?
So this thing lands on your lawn and they say, Yusuf, you can come check out our planet. You have to stay forever or you get to stay on Earth.
Yeah.
What do you do? You going or you staying? It's a one-way
I'm
trip if
gonna
you go.
I mean, I'm gonna ask them some couple questions.
What are the questions?
I'll be like, okay, why you want me? That's the first question. What's the reason? Why am I coming? Am I handsome?
Be-
Or
because we heard that you're the most Yusuf that's ever Yusuf.
oh shit, yeah, I guess so. Why not? Hell yeah, fuck
Okay.
it, let's go.
What other question?
Oh shit. Um, the other question
Challenge them to a
is
dance off.
challenge them to a dance off. That's what Absolute said.
Yeah.
Oh shit! And he said to bring him out that Olympic chick from the.
The break dancer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
Well, the second question is, I'll be like, are you guys gonna hurt me, or are you guys gonna do something to me, or why do you guys need me to go with you guys?
we
Like,
just
what are you guys gonna?
we like to share our
Yeah,
world and we want to share it with you,
yeah.
Yusuf, because you're amazing.
Okay, well then, I guess sure, let's go. But
All right.
hey, I'm gonna tell them that I cannot breathe out there. Imagine if I could take me up there. I was like, and then I die. It's like
Oh, you don't even have to worry about that. The minute you get on the ship, they're going to throw you into a cooking pot and turn you into Yusuf stew.
pretty much.
Pretty much. We all know that. Do you think that these UFOs that these people are seeing, do you think they're government technology as opposed to alien technology?
I mean, look, why would the government even like waste their time and just make UFOs like signs here and there and then? Like, What? Why are they even like doing like if people say, "Oh, look at the UFOs," and if they say the government is actually doing this, like, why do they even care? Like, why do they even do this,
because it's
dude?
the
They
next
already have.
level in warfare. If you can get around,
Well,
think about communications. If you are going to do around the world in nothing,
mm-hmm.
you know, if you go now and then make the job, where's your camera? What'd you do? You broke it. There you
Oh
are.
shit. Oh, there I am. My bad. Do you see the
Um,
fridge behind me over there? Do you see that?
yes,
Do you see that son of a bitch right there?
yes.
That's the router right there, and the window is literally behind me there. So sometimes it's a little bit away. I'm trying to make it get closer so it doesn't do any of that.
You're fine. But
Anyway,
I
go
think
ahead.
that I think that we have scientists out there working on these technologies, and I think that they have to test them from time to time. And when they're tested, people say UFO, and the government is going to be like, yeah, you know what? Maybe it was a UFO. We don't know because they're not going to tell you, oh yeah, we're building a new spy plane that can travel the speed of light. You know what I mean? They're not going to tell the world that. They want
Yeah,
superiority.
yeah. They want. As exactly. I mean, look at Absolute. He said to prepare the world for a supernatural event. I
Yeah, but what
mean,
supernatural event? What God's coming back? Which one? Is Allah coming
I
back?
think
Is
he
Jesus
means.
coming back? Is Buddha coming back? I mean, what supernatural event are we preparing for? There's no aliens. They're too far away. They're not going to visit us. I think it's government. So what supernatural event are they prepping us for? I don't get that.
I think they are preparing against. I don't. I think it's all political here. I don't think really supernatural. I think it's because against the other. You don't know what China. You don't know what China or Russia have right now, especially China, right? And the U.S. is very prepared, and they really don't want any fuck up regarding that. Like I
Yeah.
think China have a lot of secret weapons that we never heard about. You know, probably a weapon that called Tai Chi Kung Fu Part 2 or something like
Okay.
that. That is gonna.
Hold on. I have to give the
Uh,
disclaimer if you're going to be saying things like that. The views expressed on the
uh,
Fat and Spicy on do not represent the views of
no, we're
PNSP.
just kidding. Yeah, no, we're
We're
just
just
kidding.
kidding.
Yeah,
But
we're
I
just
do
kidding.
believe that they're not aliens. I don't think that they're from out of this world. I don't think we've ever been visited. I don't think there's crashes. I think the people in Congress that testified before Congress today
They're
are
afraid,
telling.
like of, yeah.
I think they're telling the U.S. public what they were told to tell us. That yes, these things exist. They're out there, and why? Because it's a hell of a smokescreen for what they're really doing, which is testing experimental technology that they came up with. We've been working on this stuff since World War II, homie.
Yeah.
You know, I that's what I think. I think it's all government stuff, and they just don't want to tell us. And if we believe in UFOs, and if we think that every thing that's in the sky is an alien, then guess what? That suits them good. They're like, yeah, go ahead and believe it's a freaking alien. That way, you're not paying attention to what we're really doing.
Yeah, but they are
That's
not
my thought.
really. I mean, if they are doing that, then why then use? I mean, if they really want to do that, then why they don't reach out to the media newses and just like go and spread that more? Because that doesn't come on the news. That just comes on. When do we see the ABC or the BBC or whatever out there or Fox News or whatever just talking about aliens? Like if they really want.
Often, if you actually watch them, they do talk about them quite a bit. There was a
They talk about it like they're telling people it's real, or they're telling people what is people saying. Like, what are they
they say
saying
what people are
exactly?
saying. They're not saying that this is real. They're not actually pushing that propaganda. They're just saying. So, for example, let's talk about this in Phoenix, Arizona, back in 1990. I want to call it three. There was a large ship, very triangle-y shaped ship that parked over Phoenix, and it was seen by thousands of people. It's known as the Phoenix Lights. You can look it up. They'll show you a picture of the ship. Um, Everybody saw this thing. It's not like one person saw this and they're like, "Oh, what's that?" And then everybody else saw it and they're like, "I don't know. He's full of shit." No, cops even saw this. They were calling into dispatch. Yeah, I see it.
Mm.
So I mean, things like that are out there, and then when the news reports on it, they don't say it was an alien. They say it could be. I don't think they're pushing the narrative, but
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Like, let's calculate this, right?
yeah,
Nothing can possibly travel as the speed of light other than the light, right? You know, same with the, you know what I'm saying? Like not even, not even gravity, right? Not even gravity. Like, if if they say, as they say, if the sun goes out, we're not gonna know about it until after 8 minutes, right?
right.
Because of gravity
Well,
and
the
the
speed of
sorry,
light.
before of the sorry before the speed of light, right?
Yes.
So if something's travel at the speed of light, how are they gonna handle that? How is that even possible? You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
if ever there is aliens coming, right? If there's ever aliens coming, I think they're pretty damn far away because they could have came from a long time ago. They kept saying, "Oh, the pyramids were built by aliens." They kept saying that, but now they discovered the theory that it's not. It's not that. It's actually that the Egyptians used the uh,
water,
uh, water, the
the
river,
water table. Yep.
to lift the stones up and all that. I mean, I think it's pretty smart, right? But
Yeah.
things like that, you know. But not aliens. Like, where did
Well,
aliens came from? You know?
a lot of people are theorizing that you can do it with a warp bubble, where you get your little ship right there in the middle of this bubble. I drew it with the little antennas and a little window, and then you create a bubble of gravity around yourself. And intense. What you do is you kind of surf through time. You fall through the bubble. You're constantly falling. You're not traveling. So that way, you're not violating the laws of physics and inflating to infinite mass if you travel at the speed of light. But I don't
But
think
how
it's
can?
that. I think, hmm?
Yeah, I that is correct. I mean, I think that makes sense. But how would you make that bubble? Like, how would you make that? Excuse me. How would you make
the
that gravitarian bubble without mass? Because mass make gravity, right?
Yep. Well,
Right.
as far as we
So,
know, but they're talking about being able to invert gravity, which doesn't make sense to me, and
well, yeah,
use
like you're gonna make the ship the size of the moon or something. Sorry, it have the same mass as the moon or the same mass of the Earth or something big. That means the ship is gonna be super heavy, right?
well, that's where element 115 comes in. Apparently, it's see, in order to do this, you need an infinite amount of energy,
Yeah.
and we don't have that technology. Now Bob Lazar, who was one of the Area 51 whistleblowers at the time, one of the first people to come forward, says that we had something called element 115 that we got off of an alien ship, and that that's what's used to power these things. It's a rare element. And then a couple years later, guess what we discovered, Yusuf? And it's on the periodic table now. Element 115. Oh my God, he was right. So maybe if we have the right amount of, but I don't think we're there as a species. I think we're too young to be fiddling with these things that will rip a hole in the fabric of time and space. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been here like what? We're here in a matter of thousands, not
Yeah.
millions. We've been here
I mean,
in a matter of thousands.
if you look at us, we're in the year 2024. Okay. In the year zero, they were still, throwing rocks at each other. So here we are
Yeah.
only 2,000 years later, and we've barely perfected gunpowder and guns and rockets. You know what I mean? I don't see us getting into the stars anytime soon. I think that we'll be able to go to planets and we'll send probes to like Io and Europa, but I don't think we're setting foot on
I
other
believe
planets
I
anytime soon.
believe that uh we will go to Mars at some point with me and you alive. I don't like I think during this age right now, I think
Really,
we
you
will
think you'll
witness.
see it?
Yeah, I do believe so. I Because think about it that way. The day we have technology, right? It speeds up the generation, it speeds up the invention, it speeds up a lot of things. The more they discover better technology and make better technology, the faster they're gonna get to the next technology because of the technology that we currently have.
It's true. They do say that the exponential growth of technology will one day reach a singularity, that's what they call it, where
Mm.
technology will no longer be competing to advance with humanity, it will overtake humanity. I don't know if I
That's
believe in
the AI
AI,
shit,
like,
right?
I don't know if I believe in like the robot uprising. I don't think that's going to happen. Besides, if a robot
No,
ever
no,
tries to come into my house, I'll just throw water on it.
yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't think it's unless somebody is crazy enough to do something with AI, but that's why. But I mean, they are stoppable. It's not like they're gonna take over humanity. That's not gonna happen. What is
Mm.
this? You know, like at some point they're gonna be running out of things and materials and energy and like what we can't even. Well, if they discover the battery or if they discover a source of energy that is last for 100 years or something, then
Like the
yeah,
sun.
maybe. Well, the sun have a lot of energy that it's like it's been going like since when, you know? But
Yeah, and what happens if the robots discover how to harness that faster than we do?
even the nuclear power, like if imagine if you give nuclear power to the robot, for how long is the robot is gonna last?
I ain't giving shit to the robot. But I'll tell you what, UFOs, AI, Donald Trump, ghosts,
No,
all
you just
these
put Donald
things.
Trump between them.
Well, yeah, because it's relevant. All these things that we're scared of, all these things that we're focused on
Yeah,
as the boogeyman,
the
all the things that are going
boogeyman.
to come to get us. Democrats are coming for your guns. Donald Trump's going to kick everybody out of the country. UFOs are going to stick probes up our butts. You know what it all is? It's all of us trying to feel important. It's all of us each having our own little nugget of knowledge that nobody else has and focusing on that to make us feel better because we're all just, this is a weird time. Like we just got out of COVID, right? We just got done with that. Now we're having all this political turmoil and we have people shooting at our presidents, which what the fuck is that? I don't care how much you like or don't like somebody, you don't take a shot at the guy. You know what I mean? We've got politics going crazy. We have the economy's fucked. Everything is screwed up. We're looking for one morsel of truth that we can hang our hat on so we can feel okay. I think that's why we
Well,
reach for these things.
I mean, you don't really know the truth unless you're part of the truth. What I mean by that is like the people who's inside, like politicians or senators or people part of the Congress or even the people part of the military, they probably know the truth. Like they are the closest people to the truth because they are the source, right? They are who the people inside there. So you don't really know the truth unless you're part of the truth, I guess, right?
Mhm.
So I mean,
We'll never know the truth. They'll never tell us the truth on aliens. They'll never tell us the truth on JFK. We'll never know any of these big mysteries. We'll never find out. It's just not going to happen. They keep these things under lock and key because it gives them control and power that we don't need to know about. I mean, come on, every government in history has done shady shit. Whether it's the Egyptian government, the American government, the Mexican, all the governments in the world do shady shit. Why are we surprised when we're like, oh, the United States killed Kennedy? Yeah, no shit, we did. We're a bunch of assholes over here, and we'll do anything to keep our own power. And it's absolutely, I feel like Alex Jones. Jesus,
I
I
mean,
need
I'm
to
a
stop.
human.
I'm going crazy.
Yeah, I'm a human, and they are humans. What's the difference, you know?
That's what people forget to understand. I live in California. You live in Kuwait, other side of the world. I mean, it's literally what, 11 hours difference almost, like the other
7
side of the
a.m. right
freaking
now.
world. And guess what? The more I talk to you, the more I realize we're both the same person. We're
Mm-hmm.
both just trying to
We
take
act
care
the
of our
same.
families. We act the
Yeah.
same. We talk the same. We have the same sense of humor. You know, we no matter what the difference in religion or politics or where you're from, if you just reach out your hand and say, "Hey, man, let's talk for a minute," it'll be okay. I've said this before, man. A lot of countries, when you become a certain age, I think you had to go through this at one point, but you got different circumstances. The young people in countries, when they become of age, they have to join the military. I don't like that. I think that's wrong.
Yeah,
I
that is,
think
the that forced me, bro. Like that. You're right. It forced
I
me to
think
pay. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, no, no. Tell the story. Tell them how you got out of the military service.
I had to pay the Egyptian government $7,000 so I don't go to the military, so I can
You
be
believe this shit?
excluded. That's a
Just
lot
so
of
you,
money.
it's a lot of money. And you're a teacher. You're an educator. You teach young children, and they're still like, it doesn't matter. You're an able body. You got to join. I've always said, instead of having to join the military when you turn a certain age, you should have to get a passport and travel the world for 2 years, because that way you'll see that we're all the same. You know. So what do you teach, man? You teach kids their ABCs? How to wipe their asses? What do you teach these kids?
Nah, nah. I teach people computer. I teach grade 2, 3, and 4,
Oh, you so these
and
are young kids.
yeah, young kids. I teach you computer. They're pretty smart. They're pretty damn smart. That one time I stood up, I was like, guys, I'm gonna teach you about this, and I taught them about the machine language with the binary, right?
The ones and the
They're pretty
zeros.
young for that. They're pretty
Yeah.
young for that to learn that, right? Guess what? They actually understood it.
No kidding.
Yeah, they did. And then I explained it to them in an example where I explained what is a compiler, a translator, right? That's the translator between the language and the computer language, right?
Mhm.
I even made it in real time for them where I brought like 3 students. I told them to do like that student is gonna be the human, next student is gonna be the compiler, third student is gonna be the computer. And the first student is gonna talk Arabic, the second student, he's a translator, third student is gonna be talking English. He's like the computer pretty much.
Mhm.
They basically I told them like, hey, can you ask the computer, which is the third kid, what's the time now? So he told him that in Arabic, right? So the other kid did not understand. So the compiler, which is the person in the middle, he told him that in English. Then the third guy said, oh, it's 7 a.m. Then the compiler answered back to the human, it is 7 a.m., but in Arabic. That's how I explained to them how computer and humans communicate, right?
Interesting. By getting them
I even,
involved, actually them being
yeah,
parts of the computer. Yeah, that's cool.
let me ask you this. Who's the father of computer? Do you know who's the father of computer? Or the first ever person who made the computer?
No.
You don't know, right?
No.
It's pretty, yeah. It's like it's fine if you don't know, but I said to myself, so basically computers are the
Elon Musk.
most Elon
Steve
Musk.
Jobs.
Steve Jobs. Oh boy. So the father of computer, his name was Charles Babbage, right? That's
I knew that.
basically,
I was just seeing if you knew it.
yeah, nah, nah. Charles Babbage, he was the. But anyway, computers are one of the most advanced things that we currently have. This is the basically the evolution,
Mhm.
because this is the technology. The computer is the most advanced technology that we currently have. The computer, it is the computer. So you gotta teach them the history of the computer. It's like, okay, if we are having phones and 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 uh, and computers and all that, they all came because of one person, which is that guy who made that computer. It wasn't like an actual computer. It was like, it's like a machine that it's a manual machine to calculate
Yeah, yeah. You had the
numbers,
punch cards and all that crap. Yeah, yeah.
all that crap exactly,
Mhm.
and told him about the story and how did he do it and how did he go and talk to the British government so they can make it happen and shit like that. Um, but they gotta understand the history. Not only computer. I don't only teach computer. I teach them things that are useful for them. For God's sake, for useful for them. I don't want to be like the other schools where they teach things like, what am I gonna learn from this? Like, well, what is that gonna be useful for me? Because I've been in the same position, right? I'm 22 years old, right? And I'm
Yeah.
not far from their generation, right? So, and I've been in that place where been taught things that I don't even want to fucking know about it because it's fucking useless. Hey, information is information, right? I mean, yeah, fine. Good knowledge is good knowledge.
Yeah.
But have you ever fucking taught me to do taxes? Have you ever fucking taught me to fucking do laws? There's a country law. I mean, maybe if you learn about the law a little bit, maybe you understand what you do, what is wrong, and what's right. Some kids be like, "Oh, I didn't know," and then they grow up to be teenagers and they grow up to be a little bit adult, or even during the teenager age, they do crimes, they do this, and that, and they don't know it's against the law, or maybe they know but they are not aware of the consequences because they were not taught about the consequences. They doesn't feel how it is to go to jail until they go to jail, so they learn
Until
the
they
hard
go to
way
jail. Yeah.
until they go to jail, right?
Do you put your students in jail?
I wish.
I wish.
I wish. Those kids are demons, bro. They are demons.
Really?
I mean, not all of them. I mean, but there's smart kids. There's annoying kids who doesn't want to shut the fuck up. One time, I almost said the F word in the class,
You get in trouble for
and
that?
like, no, I did not, but because nobody knew about it, But the kids were talking to me, and then they pissed me off so much they didn't want to shut the fuck up, bro. And then I said, "Well, you guys are fucking ridiculous." And then the kids was like, did he just say the F word?" And then in myself, inside me, I wanted to say, "Yes, you heard me, you little shit. I said the F word." Like, I wanted to say that badly, but it was like, whatever. Like, these kids are insane, like they piss
Oh,
you off
that's
a
awesome.
little.
I got a
Man.
bunch of kids, my own kids, and they still piss me off. I try not to yell, but you can't help it. We're humans.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you gotta keep them engaged. I went to the Ministry of Private Education. They interviewed me there a few days ago.
Hmm.
So they basically given me a license that I'm qualified to be a teacher anywhere. Okay.
Nice, man.
So so basically I sat down with them. Dude, I sat with like three people, right?
Hmm.
So they can interview me. And they were like, when I started speaking in English, because I have to, right? Because I teach ICT or computer in English because it's a British school. So then they were talking to each other. It's like, wait a minute, is he Arabic or is he English? Like, they didn't even know what was my nationality because of the accent. They thought I was from the US, right? Even some British people thought that in my school, but it's because I talk to you guys a lot. So I
Yeah.
took the accent from you, right? And I mean, it's a good thing. I want to thank you guys for that. I really thank anybody in the chat here who I have talked to before. Like, thank you guys so much. You guys
Yeah, 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 man.
teaching me a lot, the slang and the accent and all that. So after that, they asked me some kind of question: how you deal with kids, how you keep them engaged, what do you teach them, and all that. And I passed the interview, and it was good.
Beautiful, dude. Now look at you. So when are you going to teach in the US now? Is that license? That's only good for your country though, right? That teaching license?
Well, if I got the license here, I could get the license there because they know I got the license because I they have to certify things here. So basically, if I got my bachelor degree,
Hmm.
my credit hours degree, or and basically certificates that I've been studying and teaching and all that. Basically, we just certify here in the embassy, in the American embassy, and then basically when I go there, I have to certify, authenticate it over there again, and that's it.
Hmm.
I'm good to
That's
go.
it.
It's not a big,
Well, get
yeah,
your ass
and it's
over
not a
here,
big
man.
deal.
What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting until I complete a year. So basically, on the next summer, I'm gonna have my vacation, right, from school, and they pay you
Hmm.
on vacation, by the way. They do here.
Yeah.
So, um, Once I finish, I'm gonna retire. Not retire, fucking resign, and basically I'll look for a job outside in the U.S. That's what I'm aiming for because I don't want to grow old and go to U.S. in my early 30s or something. I don't want to do that. I want to go there young. I want to start my life.
Right. Yeah. Meet a nice American woman. Have a bunch of
Yeah.
little Yusufs running around.
Oh shit, I'm scared about that part because when I used to be
Why?
young, I was a fucking demon. I was the
Oh
most
man.
demon person ever. Dude,
Oh, we're gonna whip
guess.
him into shape. We'll put him to work for the Fat and Spicy show.
Well, I'll tell him go to Uncle Spicy. He's gonna teach you manners. That's
Bring
how
him
I
here.
do.
Yeah, I'll whip him. You know I yell during the meetings.
Yeah, you like you discipline people, man. I was like, I get scared sometimes. I mean, uh, sometimes when I used to be young, I was a demon to the level that when guests come to the house, sometimes they see like a weird creature climbing on the roof or some shit like that, or climbing on the wall,
Is that you?
or yeah. And sometimes when there's guests came in, there was one time, one time guest came in and he was sitting on the chair. He's telling me I brought the broom from the kitchen, and then I went outside, and then I took the broom and I came to the fucking living room. Then the guest was sitting, and he looked at me, and then I took the fucking broom, and then I slapped the table with the broom and kept slapping random shit. That the guest was scared. I was like, "Holy shit, what's going on?" He's like, "What is going on here?" Like, well, why? Why?
Why? Did you get in trouble for
oh,
that?
dude, my mom, everywhere she takes me, she hated it. I make her get embarrassed so much out there.
Um, yeah.
There was one time she was in a shop, a clothing shop, and my grandma was there with her, and
Hmm.
my grandma was holding my hand. I was young, I was like 6 years old. And my mom was in the fitting room. She was changing. Then keep in mind that the shop is on the street, right? Like basically, if you walk outside the shop, there's gonna be a street where
Yeah.
cars, right,
Hmm.
moving right and left. So I decided to leave my grandma's hand and run outside the shop, right? Then my grandma screams like, Yusuf, come here. And then my mom freaked out because she knows me, right? Then she came out from the shop. She was just wearing the internal clothes only. Only the
Or underwear.
internal clothes. Underwear and bra, no, that's it. She tried to fucking run after me, bro. Imagine. And then the shop employees, they ran after her. It's like, where are you going? You can't go outside like that, you
Yeah.
know? And you like, what are you doing? And then one of the employees had to go after me to catch me. Dude, I was a maniac.
Wow. Well,
I
it's
was
good
a
to know
maniac.
who I have working for me. It's good to get that.
Yeah, but now I don't do that anymore. I'm
Well,
just a chill, calm person.
no, you're not. I play role playing games with you. You're the loudest guy I am. I'm gonna kill all you guys. I'm tired of this bullshit. I love it. Well, listen, man. As we start to wrap things up, we have a little bit of. He's also in a demon in the bed too. That's what I hear.
Yeah,
All right.
pretty much.
As
Look
we
at this. Oh
He's
shit,
also
he's
a
also
demon
a
in bed.
demon.
I know it. So we're gonna wrap things up here. Yusuf, thank you so much for joining us. Before we go, I got a little bit of business to attend to, guys. We have a new show that we've been doing called Behind the Pint. Yusuf is my producer for that one. Thank you so much for that, buddy. I really appreciate that. Um, if you'd like to be on Behind the Pint, we have an email address that I would like to. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, Nitro. I'm not saying bro over and over again, bro. I'm not going to do that, bro. So don't ask again, bro. Bro. Oh, I got stuck in a
Bro.
loop. Anyway, um, the email is behind the pint show at gmail.com. If you'd like to be on the show, send us an email, tell us a little bit about yourself, and Yusuf or myself will get back to you. get you scheduled and get you on the show. We should have some new episodes coming up soon. Finding guests is a little difficult sometimes for a show like that. People don't always want to get heavy, but if you go to at the PNS Studio on YouTube or on Twitch, you can find all of our great content. We got new shows coming up on Monday. We're going to be doing another episode of Critical Idiots where we play D&D. Right now, we are in the middle of an amazing dungeon with our DM, Aaron. Thank you so much, Mr. Aaron, for hosting these for us. It's amazing, and also to the cast that plays along. Tuesdays, of course, Fat and Spicy Show, and Behind the Pint coming up soon. And I think Jacob's working on something else, old Fatsy there. I don't know what it is, but I think we're getting there soon. Anyway, I don't think you guys want to hear me talk anymore. We're all tired of hearing Yusuf just blather on
Mhm.
without quitting.
Yeah.
This guy, he doesn't shut up. Talks more than 7 barbers.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you joining me. As always, I'm Spicy. That's Yusuf. And for the entire Fat and Spicy family, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.